Hello. Hi. Welcome, welcome. We hit our 200 goal off stream. It didn't update automatically, so I had to do that just now. So yeah, if you ever saw that in the chat. But anyway, welcome on in, guys. Welcome, welcome. What have you guys been up to? Hi, Orca. Hi, Kay. Hi, ATD. First as always. Maybe one day I'll have like an annual prize to see who has the first redeem, like high score of the first redeem, you know? I don't know how to like check. I'll have to look into it. But yeah. How have you guys been? I haven't done anything interesting since we last met. I tried to do work today, but I kind of just laid around, did nothing. I went shopping, went for a walk. How are you doing, silly guy? I am doing okay. You know, I think I just need a bit of rest. I did a little bit of art for fun. Like petting Ordi. Hmm. Do you not have coins? Wait, is the thing on? Wait, don't do that yet. Hold on. Sorry. I was upgrading the model yet again. You know. Ow. The head pats. That is the one thing I forgot to update. Okay, hold on. Let me change it. By the way, ever since I installed the dice, ever since I installed the rollable dice, updating my model has been like a living nightmare. Because for every single command, right, 20 of them, I have to click on it, change the model, select the toggle, click save, and then test it. It's like a, 15 to 30-second process. On its own, not a big deal. I have to do that for literally everything regarding the dice. So, hmm. This is a curse that ATD has brought upon me. So, I will remember this forever. Wait, hold on. Let me test it. Let's see if it works. Hold on. I don't think it works. Okay. I think I know the issue. I just need to go into settings. Head pats. It should work though. Hold on. Crap, it's not. Unless. Okay, you can refund them. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. I think I know what the issue is. Mm, okay, hold on. I'm just changing things up. Okay, you know what? I just gotta build this from scratch. It'll only take 2 seconds. Okay. Okay. It's about this size, right? Yeah, okay. Hold on. Head pats. Why can't I save this? Okay, hold on. Everything is broken. The head pads thing. No, no, no. You didn't set it up. I'm trying to install it. Sorry. Okay. Oh, I think I used the same name then. Yeah, okay, that's why. Yeah. Okay, I got it. I got it. It's all good. One moment. Don't worry. I promise all of this has been worth it. I'll show you what I was working on. Okay. I hope that's saved. Okay, there we go. It works now. Ow. There we go. Don't have my shit played right now, but hi. Bye. Oh, that was quick. Well, hi and bye, Feather. Okay, everything should be in working order. There, it works now. Anyway, sorry about that. Where were we? Hi, guys. Welcome on in. Sorry, we are off to a great start. Everything is broken. Oh, I need to refresh this thing. Okay, Kay was saying something. Alright, kind of right shit. The results of my exams will be out in a few days, then decide if I can go to college. Hey, don't worry about it. Trust me. Uh, a lot of the things you're stressed about today, you will probably look back on and be like, huh, you know? So I wouldn't stress too much about it. Okay, that's a lot of head pats. I'm realizing the chat is flooded. But yeah, we actually finished the art for this one last time. Mm, so yeah, we can just get started on rigging this one. Oh, hi, May. Welcome, welcome. I'm on the verge of a small panic attack. You know what helps with that? A silly little cat. It's further in the air. I'm scared. He said hi and bye. I don't think he could stay. He went to chase kangaroos. He did say once, Ryan, that he actually did chase a kangaroo. Or was he chased by one? I can't remember. Hi, seller. Okay, you fool. Once I'm kind to a person, I'll be kind most of the times. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you. As soon to get 8K head pads. Okay, I was only joking about that. You don't actually need 8K head pads to make up for it. It's fine. I will just set the main offenders on fire, and then their sins will be their sins will be cleansed in eternal hellfire, and then we can be even. Ooh, right. Do you know what I was working on? I made this thing for my model. Like, hold on. Ow. So I tried to get work done, and I couldn't. Like, serious art block. That is when I decided, you know what would be funny to have on my model? This. Huh? I spent way too much time on that. Like, I will not admit how much I did. And I was like, okay, this will be a very, very simple thing. So I decided, in case, in case I need to be mean to people, maybe the bullying happens, right? Because I am too polite. Is this helping? Is the urge to bully a little less? I know it's so stupid. I just like I think it took me like 2 hours to do. Honestly, rigging is subpar, but I realized that everyone will be so focused on the hand, they won't even realize like the forearm is almost a flat image. Hey. I was cried, yawn, fell asleep at the same time. Hey, you're amazing at multitasking. Would you give us the fingers way too funny? Honestly, I thought it was hilarious. But then again, my humor is very broken. I'm like, this is something that might come in handy. So I just installed it. And a part of me was like, what if I just don't tell anyone that I have it until like the day comes and then I just randomly pull it out, Right? But anyway, I cannot keep a secret. I'm far too proud of the work that I do to be able to shut up about it. It is a huge problem with D&D, right? I give major spoilers all the time. I'm like, someone will ask a question and I just say, you know what? I can't say that. That's a bit of spoilers. But what I will tell you about, and then I start going into a lot of detail about like, just the stuff I think is irrelevant. Next thing I know, I've spilt everything, and they're like, "Oh, I see." It's info dumping. Anyway, I've gotten a little bit better at it, so, Okay, what day is D&D? Okay, I'm thinking of doing it on a weekend. It's Friday today. I should probably make the ping early. Okay, what about 1 week from now? If people are available, we have our session 0. I mean, the dog. Who are you calling a dog? Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna find every opportunity to just use that toggle. I'm far too happy with it. So yeah, anyway, that's probably the most productive thing I've done today. Well, thank you. We were doing art. Okay. Mm, hold on. This should be fine. I need to just set up the model for rigging. I mean, to each their own. Only 940. Okay, that's a lot of headbands. You know what? Maybe I should encourage it. That way you'll be here to watch and farm points. But anyway, other than the middle finger toggle, I haven't done much today. What about you guys? Up to anything interesting? I ate cake. Oh, okay, okay. For a moment, I was wondering what on earth is fake cake. Should we be concerned? Very tasty. It sounds like it. Personally, wait, hold on. Yeah, sorry. Personally, not much of a cake guy, but brownies and the kind of like the very soft chocolatey cakes, those ones I like. I'm not a fan of cream. I don't like those cakes that are like 50% cream, you know? Those ones, it feels like I'm just eating sugar. I don't like that. At my like a local supermarket, they sell like this box of I think like 18 mini chocolate muffins. It's only for like £2. That is a steal. Done nothing I wanted to ride. Couldn't. Everything was far worse than I usually ride. Yeah, that just means you needed to take a little bit of a step back. You know, relax, calm down, and then yeah. By the way, Erica, I didn't forget about you giving me a reward. I'll remember it and we'll grind for it and be kind. I'm a changed person. Working with the expectation of a reward, not very kind. Kindness comes without expectation of a reward, you know? Gotta keep that in mind. I'm gonna be, you know what? I give too many rewards. I've made too many promises already. A lot of them are. I think I made a lot of them to seller, like in the early days. I'm like, hey, when I hit partner, then sure, maybe, right? Thinking I probably wouldn't stream that long. Anyway, that's why he's very determined to make like the shorts and everything work out. So he has incentive. He's working with his own agenda. Slots just for salary. And they say romance is dead. Making Ordi famous so our stuff sells. Honestly, even if that's not a joke, I wouldn't mind. I mean, think about it, right? The people who promote like artists and stuff the most are usually like fellow members of whatever community they're in. It doesn't actually have to be like a Twitch thing, right? It could just even be like a circle on Twitter or just like a friend group IRL. So yeah, romance is dead for you and me already. See, that would imply that it was alive to begin with. So, and I think that's a bit wrong. Ori has a lot of charisma, trust. You know what? I will neither confirm nor deny that. I don't think it's charisma. I'm just pretty, and yeah. Apparently, for some people, that's more than enough. You mean Fite? Exactly. Hi, Goldie. Welcome, welcome. You know what? I think we can finish this model today. It's not okay. I've seen how like this thing is divided up, right? We can definitely finish this probably today if we lock in, and we all know how that goes. Never. How's it going? It is going good. Oh, do you want to see the new toggle I made? Look, my model can do this now. I can give people the middle finger. I'm way too proud of that. Yeah, I realized that I had no desire to like work on commissions today. So I'm like, okay, I'll take the day off. I'll do something for fun. So I did that one. These little gremlins are running around. Wait a minute. Hold on. Did my cat get out? Oh, thank God, nope. Sorry, like my window is open and normally they can't jump up from this side, but my curtain was open. Polly, shoot. Sorry, he's trying to escape. I don't know what's up with him. Yeah, he has realized just now that he can escape the house from here. Okay, hold on. Let me close this window. Polly, shoot. Okay, there we go. There are no escape. There is no escaping my room. Okay, for these cats. Yeah, I think they realized, oh, there's a way out, and they started getting a little bit agitated and excited, and they wanted to just like yeah. Sorry, it's tough having rebellious children. Did you get a table yet? I did. Wait, I think I shared this in the Discord. You know what? Hold on. I'm bringing up the image. Where is this? Upgrades, you know? I'm moving up in the world. Hold on, let me open up Paint. Here we are. Ta-da! I have a table. I don't have a chair, so I'm sitting on like my cat's animal carrier. So yeah. Anyway, this is the life of an artist. Honestly, it's a step up from before where I didn't even have a table. I was using my suitcases, right? So this is the new version. This is what my old setup was. Isn't that a bit scary sitting on that? Yeah, there's like a chance that it'll just like collapse under my weight and just snap and I'll fall down. And if that ever happens, you guys will probably see it live. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. But yeah, this is my little nest, or at least it used to be. Then we upgraded to this. Yeah, you'll probably see my model do something weird, like you know, and just like freeze as I fall out of frame. Yeah. Okay, did I miss anything in chat? Mm. Also, I have a lot of charisma. Met a random streamer Blush before. Met Celery. To be honest, I'm willing to believe that you met Seller in one day. You guys are already married, united by gambling. The cat's being feisty again. Yeah, I noticed they were running up and down. Julian went up to the bed and was just like sleeping there. But I saw Wally. Wally was unusually active. So I'm like, something is not right. Then I realized he's trying to like sneak up from underneath this curtain that blocks up the escape route. You know, I keep the window open so I can get air. Uh, but I cover that section where they can climb up with a curtain, so they can't actually climb up and out of it. I think he realized if he pokes his head around the bottom enough, he can get on the other side, climb up, and then get out. If I hear the crash out, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't worry. I'll get a plastic chair, and then we'll all be good. Always saying Catcher. Honestly, he is a gremlin. Oh wait, I did. Wait, I think I had pictures. Yeah, this is him. Let me put this up. This is him after he escaped and ran outside, and I had to like. I basically had to go around to the neighbor's house, knock on their door, and be like, "Hey, I'm sorry, my cat has just like entered your garden. Is it okay if I just pop in, grab him? So sorry for bothering you." A lot of my neighbors here, super sweet people, super nice. You know, no one ever had like a problem or even minded. They just smiled. They were very polite. They're like, yeah, yeah, of course, no worries, no worries. So yeah, anyway, here is the offender. As you can see, not a single glint of guilt in his eyes. The only thing he's upset about is that he got caught and now he wants to escape. Probably no, I gave him a shower, right? Partially as punishment and partially because he got grease all over his back. I think he went to like the bicycle in the garden and kind of rubbed against the chain. He's playing the escapist. Yeah, I honestly don't know why. He treats this house like an escape room. Not the cat, you dummy, the gray alien. No, this is my human disguise. Unfortunately, I cannot be caught on camera. It's just one of those things that defy like physics. So yeah, it's an interesting cat. Yeah, he's a little bit of a dumbass, to be honest. Cause there's a cat door, right? And what he usually does is he figure out how to use it. So he'd stick his head through and climb out. He'd be like, "Oh, new place," and then the door will close behind him. And then he forgets it's a door and doesn't climb back in. And then he freaks out that, oh, he's in a new environment and doesn't know how to get back in. And then he starts freaking out and then starts running away and hiding in the neighbor's garden. Or are you silly? I'm in your walls watching right now. You know, before I would laugh at that because my walls used to just be solid brick. But this is the UK. Their walls are made of paper. God knows what's inside of them. So an alien would say, "Hey, you don't know that. How do you know what aliens say? Got something you want to tell us? Are you really from Poland?" I don't think so. Can make me smelling chili in your walls. That feels like a fire hazard. Anyway, this is my friend's idiot son that I'm looking after. So yeah, the thing that is uh the thing that is hard is just keeping Wally alive until my friend can come back and collect him. Like I need to keep her son alive until she's able to take him back. Could be a few years, right? It's an indefinite thing, right? So yeah, the first couple of times he went out, I didn't tell her that he escaped until like after I got him back. And I told her this and she was like, yeah, it's okay. I'm not worried. But yeah, TLDR, this is my friend's idiot son's he, childhood best friend. So he's basically my nephew at this point, right? Loves escaping. Uh Here you can see a little bit of a house in the neighborhood and the sky. So I don't know if people play GeoGuessr. So yeah, this is about the closest I'll ever post of wherever I am. But yeah, let's put that away now. All right, so D&D. Would people be available next week Saturday in like 8 days. You know, I'll put it in the I'll put it in the Discord, right? So yeah, but before before I make an official poll and asking about it, the people who are here who are interested, are ready for tomorrow to be D&D. Truth be told, I think tomorrow I really need the day off, mostly to rest my voice and just chill. To the point I even canceled D&D with my friend group. So yeah, I'm like, hey, I can't host today. This is the perfect time for someone else to step in and be a temporary DM. Cricket noises. But anyway, such is the life of a forever DM. Yeah, it's a thankless job, but someone's got to do it. One day I'll make more friends who play and host D&D, and yeah. Thankless and important job. Exact. See, someone gets it. I'd be silent because my brother may have his girlfriend over. You know what? Bring them too. The more, the merrier. I think we'll start with the ears this time. I don't. Yeah, don't worry. I was just kidding. Or I swear, if there will be relationship havers, yeah, don't worry. Part of like the table rules are like, hey, don't flirt with the other players because this is a game where most people don't know each other that well, right? So if people are like super close and like friends, right? They're already like good friends beforehand. Sure. If they both say, "Hey, we both want to do this," it'll be fine. Okay, maybe then. But just like the unprompted in the moment thing, nope, that'll be against the rules. But don't worry about this. Like it'll all be explained like in session 0. That's why we have session 0, right? Just to make sure that what's it called? Just to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Like, hey, this is okay, this isn't okay, this is fine so long as everyone's okay with it. That kind of stuff, right? Wait, or chill out. I still want to flirt with Sally and marry. Sure, we can discuss it later. Hmm. I still have to work on like the one shot. So many dots. You mean this, like the art mesh? Yeah, it's just cut up more so it like wiggles a bit more fluidly. There's actually more. The dots are actually not as dense as you would see what's it called? from a full body model, because those ones they can get insane. What else means more movement? It means smoother movement, right? I'll show an example. This one has. Hold on. This is a teaching moment, okay? See, this one has a lot of sorry, this has a lot of dots, right? So if we bend it like this, it's very smooth, right? Wait, hold on, I messed up. Yeah, if we bend this one, you'll notice it's very smooth, right? But say you put very little. You try deforming this one. It actually ends up being like a lot more blocky, you know? So yeah, that's why we have lots of dots, as you call them. One shot, what one shot? One shot basically in D&D terms means a D&D game that is only one session long, rather than like full campaign that spans weeks, months, in some cases years. So yeah, I think like my friends and I, we've basically been playing like the same world since like 2021. So yeah, those are strategy play dots, aren't they? The app can auto generate them, right? But for some things, like for example, the line, this one at the center, I placed myself because we have the little line going down the middle. So it really depends. Most of the time, it's just good enough what the computer generates. But if you need to, you can like make it very, very specific. But yeah, rigging is actually, I wouldn't say it's that hard, right? It's very time consuming, and you probably need to get a bit of experience to do it well. So yeah, if you're ever interested in like doing it yourself, go for it. Trust me. It's a lot less mystical if you give it a try. We were doing the ears. Ta-da. I gotta pay for this program, don't I? There is a free version. Okay, if you're using the free version, you can basically make like the mascots, right? Like that level of rigging very comfortably. Full body model, it is possible, so long as you don't get like a bit too crazy with it. But yeah, it's all good, to be honest. You should give it a try. You have an idea of this. I don't make it very expressive. It is possible, but tough as nails, everything has to be paid. I disagree. Something like okay, if you ignore all of like the stupid toggles that I have on this model, like all of the 1,001 expressions that no one ever uses, right? You can make a model like mine with the free version. I would say the one thing that might get in your way is if you make like 1,000 toggles like I did. But if you want just like the something standard just to start off with, yeah, you're all good. You just need the free version. Okay. This will make sense later because I want it to be like when he's like grumpy and frowning, his ears go down, he's all serious. When he's like more excited and chill, like his ears go up. Okay, or is it possible to give like a tail jiggle physics for special reasons, very, very jiggly to a model? I don't see why not. Let's start with this one. I have my custom setting that's called super heavy. Lots and lots of dots. I think, yeah, honestly, rigging is a fun thing to do when you just gotta experiment and then see for yourself if it's actually hard or not. Because a lot of people they have the assumption that, oh, it is crazy difficult, so I shouldn't even bother, which is not a very good mentality to have. Ow. Hi, Feather. Oh, did you see my new toggle? I have this now. I'm way too proud of it. Ow. Muted? I'm not muted. You have no power here. I double check my scuff at the beginning of stream. Yeah, I'll unmute later. Just drive by. Well, it's always nice to see you. So whatever you're yapping about, I don't hear it. Ow. Oh, you meant you're muted. I thought you were trying to do what you were doing with me and just like point out scuff issues that don't exist. Yeah, my bad. I'm not putting out discuss. I'm just saying can't hear in your mind. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I was just saying. Well, I'm assuming you can hear me now. Ow. But yeah, I'm very proud of my new toggle. I could hear you the entire time. Wonderful. If not, you'd have just seen me randomly flip you off for no reason. Can I time out Feather? No. He's good. You see, I don't worry about okay. When people are very like angry and aggressive, like in here, we always like I don't know how to feel about this because sometimes it's hard to tell. Are they being jokingly bullying or ow or actually bullying? However, Feather is the kind of person who he comes in chat, he bullies me, and then what he does is he goes around to his friends behind my back and then tells them how nice I am. So yeah, he's just unapologetically Australian. No, you can't time him out. So you don't have proof of that? Yeah, I do. I popped into a stream once, but I hadn't announced my presence. If I remembered which one it was, I could have gone back and just like clipped it. Damn, that actually, that would have been a great idea. Dorothy, you're very kind. That's why Feather talks about you. Exactly. Exactly. Like, I just like pop in randomly, and that's what I hear. Yeah, so you have no power here. I know your true intentions, and they're all good. That's actually a very sweet thing to do. Discord chat my server, wall of cool streamers, literally just has mixed it. The links, a clip of the stories. I'm very flattered. Thank you. The type of artist who does more banter and shit talking than anything. You can throw bigs. I like how I'm just known for being bullyable. How did that ever happen? What have I ever done? His commission is awesome art, rigging, etc. There's really cute models. Oh, thank you. You can never be bullyable. Exactly. That's why I have this bad boy right here. Honestly, I feel like this has more like Chihuahua energy. It's not actually ow. I don't think it's actually intimidating. It's more funny than anything, and I like that even more. 100% Chihuahua energy. Yeah, it's so cute. I like it. Updating my model is a nightmare now. And I blame ATD because he's the one who is like, hey, rolling dice when. So I did. I created 20 toggles just to roll the dice, right? Because that's how you have to set it up. Next thing I know, every time I update my model, the software mix it up to trigger all of like the animations. I have to update each and every single one of them. manually by hand every time I change even the slightest thing on my model. Like if it's a model like for example this one I think is 3.2.2. If I have to move from 3.2.1 to 3.2.2, I have to do all of that all over again, and that is very painful. 100% as wait, hold on, let me read this. Okay, you say mean things, but I know the real you. Good luck, have fun with stream, going back to work. Well, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I'll see you around. Okay. This looks a lot better. Be the white noise of an audiobook. Me? I don't think so. I don't think I have maybe if you narrate it. 100% smooth voice, Candice. If you're relaxed, it's soothing. Like this? Or is it if I get overexcited, I get a bit too yappy? Honestly, I don't think I have like the nicest voice, but logically, I also understand that's a human thing when most people don't like their voice. And just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's bad. But nice is a bit of a stretch. I know it's a bit unique. Maybe that's what people like because it's like it's a mix of so many different accents. Oh, hi, Wally. Glad you didn't escape. The time I mean is when someone says chili's bad and breaks spaghetti. I don't think breaking spaghetti is that big of a deal, you know? Do I think it's better? No, I don't think so. But I'm the kind of person who believes that people are entitled to their opinion, even if they are wrong. So, yeah, that's for a mix of everything. Yeah, far too many things. Because it's from the country that I was born and raised in. It's from each of my parents. They have different accents, speak different languages. Mm, and then where I lived for about 7 years for studies and work. And then yeah, give it enough time. We'll get a bit of a British accent mixed in. Give it like 7 years. It'll start to manifest. The bricks are my fault, 100%. Yeah, we had this one. Hold on. Where is it? Was the cat throw brick emote? Yeah, this one. We had this 7TV emote, right? And I thought it would be funny if I make it into like the throwing extension. And I thought, okay, we'll we'll have a good laugh about it for like 5 minutes. Hold on, this is the one. Oh, it's already gone. Uh is this one. It's like the little cat throwing the brick. I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit tiny. But yeah, you need the extension to see these things. If you don't see these emotes, you need 7tv.app. Right. Chrome extension takes 30 seconds to install and you get like I think like over 200 emotes for free. So if you don't have it, you'll just receive random text. I don't know if it works on phone. I haven't tried that yet. But yeah. Careful around me when you make spaghetti. Yeah, if you accidentally snap one, Orca will snap your neck. It's just the law. I'm sorry. I kid. I'm seeing Feather putting gifs of spaghetti breaking in the Discord. So by the way, our Discord, in case anyone's interested. I always feel icky advertising stuff, but hey, I'm told it's even worse to not do it. So yeah. You know what? If I don't toot my own horn, who's gonna do it for me, you know? But yeah. You know what? I think we need context. I'm just gonna put this in the Discord. We have ads running, so we're just gonna wait. My throat feels a bit better than yesterday. I'm hoping a full day of rest tomorrow, and hopefully by Sunday I'll be okay. Fingers crossed. Well, sorry for distracting you from your work. If you ever want to take a break from it, you know where to find us. We'll be here, maybe for another hour or two, maybe more, who knows. Okay. Oh, ads are still running, yeah. You know what? We can give it some time. Okay, okay. Let's keep the chat a bit clean and say so, you know. This is a family friendly channel. Oh, the ads are done. I didn't even notice. I'm being clean and say so. Thank you. Okay, the chat seems to be in a bit of a riot, so let's tone it down a little bit. I kind of like this. You know, I must say, the whole pineapple on pizza debate, I think is kind of dumb because you just do you, man. You know, I personally don't like it, but I also don't think having pineapple on pizza is a bad thing. There's a lot of things that are acceptable on pizza that I don't like, but you know, those are just my tastes. Already, I 100% agree, but gotta be honest, I think it was sort of this thing that I got a very specific view on this. Actually, I was halfway off my seat until you said that. I believe everyone has built-in aggression in them that they need to get out of their system healthily. Pillow fights, banter, etc. True, true. I'm like that with sass and sarcasm, but I reserve that only for like my closest friends who like I know are like chill. They know I'm just messing around, or the ones who in fact even enjoy it. Oh, you'd be surprised. People on the internet would fight over anything. It's so utterly meaningless, right? But you see, the thing is, here's my hot take. The people who get upset about like super small things don't have enough going on in their lives. Because, like, think about it. This is something I noticed even in myself, right? Whenever, like, I'm upset about like little things, you know, maybe like personal grievances, etc., etc., right? It's like, oh, it's upsetting. I think about it, blah, blah, blah. until I have actual problems, like for example, learning how to move my cats from one country to another, and then basically not sleeping for like 5 months in order to make enough money through our commissions to pay for shipping them, right? Suddenly, all of the people who were upset about like minor high school drama, I honestly could not care less. Like the moment I had bigger problems to deal with, I immediately forgot about all of the little things. Like put it this way, like your brain can only like care about so many things. So if you have like 10 large problems, anything after that list of 10 is kind of just put on the back burner. Like I'll deal with this later, you know? So yeah, the people who don't have anything important in that like top 10 fill it with all sorts of garbage that they, internet arguments that no one cares about. So yeah, that's just to keep you aware of why people are the way that they are, you know? So the next time you find someone argue about something so stupid and like, why do they care so much about this? 9 out of 10 times, that's usually the case. But yeah, rec rooms, those ones look cool. I want to try it. I don't have like, I'll probably be like the calmest person there, just like ooh, I want to hit this with a baseball bat, you know. But I still think it'll be fun. It's my take on the aggro stuff. It's all good fun. I love being the, you know who make, you know what would be a really great way to play the role of aggressive antagonist, but all your friends not take it personally and still love you for it. You host D&D where you are the DM and you play literally all of the villains in the game. And like the shittier their attitude, the more satisfying your players will feel when they finally kill them and torture them. And then they will have such a great time at the table. Don't tempt me, I've thought about it. Well, I'm going to because I hope that if you host it, I get invited as a player because I've been a forever DM for like the past 4 years. I've never truly been a player in a campaign. And I cry about it every night. But one day I have hope deep in my heart that I will be a player. But yeah, I think I'd suck as a player but make a good DM. Truth be told, like it really depends. It's I have no way of explaining it, right? If you mm, not creative on my own, unless prompted by others, I can respond to some player bullshittery excellently, but I don't think I can come up with understandable. I mean, truth be told, most players are in that boat. Yeah, if you watch things like a Critical Role or Dimension 20 or literally any D&D show, a lot of the times they're working almost professionally as like comedians to make content for the viewer, right? Most D&D games are not like that. It's just a bunch of friends sitting around and like just having a good laugh, right? So most of your players, unless you're in a very specific industry, are probably not going to be voice actors or comedians or people who are good at like improv, right? So yeah, I found that making like prompts for them to react to is probably the best way to, kind of run a game for people who aren't too confident like that. So that's why like my games are very beginner friendly. So yeah, people shouldn't stress about that. For the master of D, I am by no means a master. Truth be told, there's some people who have like memorized the rule book back to back. I think I've read it like once. Also, I think depending on whichever side of the DM screen you are, you'll probably be fine. Because again, it's just a game and the goal is to have fun. Like for example, as the DM, my fun is also important, right? I'm not a waiter serving up like good content for people just so that they can enjoy at like my expense, you know. It's not like that. I play the role of like all the NPCs and like the world and everything, and I have a fun doing that. The thing is, being a player is a very different experience, and I want to experience that. Like, I want to not be in control of the world and where things are going. I want to do bullshittery as a player, not bullshittery as a DM. You know, because I've done the DM part, so that's really what I'm looking forward to. And you know what I plan to do? If I'm ever a player, like one of my friends is thinking about it, but it might be a couple of years before they actually do it. I want to play a druid who is in a cult that is like death to civilization, you know, but they're like the sweetest and most polite elf. But any chance they get, they will let random people die. And just as a way to, in quotes, return them to nature. And I want my fellow party members to slowly come to the realization that my character is actually evil and a really shitty person. But I'm going to this with I've even told my friends who want to DM, I'm like, hey, this is like my plan for my character. If people realize, oh, this is a bad person, we need to kill them, I am a-okay being killed by like my friends. And then I'll roll up a second character. There are some people who are like, oh, I want to be the edgy evil person, but they don't like to accept the consequences of their actions. I'm like, this is a bad character who deserves to be like put down like a dog. Um, I am a-okay if people want to do that. I think it'll be funny because I will fight tooth and nail. They're probably not even going to be that strong. I want to be very cunning and like trick people into dying rather than actually kill them. So like my character, one of their like cults tenets is they're not supposed to take direct action, right? It's a way to, you know, just not draw attention to their evil organization. So yeah. Honestly, if my character ever dies in any campaign, I would try to make it as cool as dramatic. True, because you know, that's like part of the experience. The alternative is, oh, the campaign ends, the character is put aside, and then, you know, they just slowly fade away, right? The book is at least, okay, it's not that long. So just a real big misunderstanding. Yeah, like my character, the way I want them to join the party is they just randomly show up and start sitting with them. You know, like how maybe like primary school at like lunch on like the first day, people just randomly sit at a table together, right? And then maybe like one straggler who came in late just like randomly picks a table, sits, is like, hey guys, what's up? You know? Or even just like someone who's completely new, they just like show up, sit there, completely like uninvited and unexpected. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, but it's gonna be obvious that they're good at healing. So they're like, okay, it's useful to have them around. And I want them to slowly realize, like, for example, someone could be downed, bleeding to death, like they need immediate medical attention. My character will go like, don't worry, I got this, rush to help them. But as soon as they arrive, they don't actually heal them. They just like they're like, oh, it's a bit too late for them. Shh, it's okay. Just go into the light. Just like starts closing their eyes, even though they're still alive. So yeah, that's the kind of character that I want to play. You know, it's just like it's just being a gremlin, right? Being super. I want to throw like a wrench into things. So yeah. Yeah, instead of healing them, just slowly touch them and cast like inflict wounds. Oh, sorry, that's a cleric spell. But yeah, just like slowly poison them, or even just like stab them once more. No, no, no. Sorry, the stabbing and poisoning is taking direct action. That'll be against their code, right? Poison damage disguised as healing potion. True, but that also kind of counts as direct action. I'll say one thing that's indirect is causing disease, ones that take a long time to kill. There is a spell called Contagion. that you use it to create like any disease and infect someone with it. I have that on my character sheet because I made the character, right? And I told my friends, hey, I want to just if we're ever moving through the city, I always tell the DM this. I don't just pull this shit out like in the middle of the game and they're like caught unaware. A lot of stuff like that. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do this. Don't tell me what you plan to do with it. I'm just gonna tell you what I plan to do randomly throughout the game. Like if we're in a city, I'll be walking in a crowd, bumping against people, and then casting contagion on them. Exactly, give them like the Black Plague and just head out of town, you know? Like on our way out, we're like, okay, we're going to the market, we're gonna buy food, and then we're gonna head on our adventure. As we're leaving, I'm bumping into like everyone I can, spam casting the Black Death on them, you know? And then we come back maybe like a couple weeks later, the entire city decimated. So yeah. Honestly, I don't wanna get a bit too excited about it. Might be a while since I get a chance, you know. Is that even proper English? It might be a while till I get a chance to, play that character. But hey, fingers crossed. It's a smart move, absolutely. Exactly. See, a lot of people when they play the game, they always min max the character. Like, oh, I want to deal like the highest damage. I want to deal like this is this. I want to be the strongest in combat, right? Utility spells are often overlooked. Like, for example, contagion can be used in like a fight. It debuffs them, blah blah blah. But outside of combat, if you read like the thing, you're like, I can actually cause like a plague and decimate everything, you know? So that's what I want to do. I want to destroy the world, but narratively, not in like a combat sequence. So, yeah. Okay, wait, can we make our own moves? Yeah, of course. I'll be like, I'll literally be like, okay, you walk into a tavern, there's like three figures there, right? And you can interrupt and be like, okay, I go and I stab the guy in the hood. I won't stop you. There are consequences to your actions, right? For example, if you're like, oh, I'm going to barge into this town and start killing the guards, they're just weak guards. They can't do anything. Yeah, you'll bully them into submission. Give it a few days later, hunters will be sent to, just like take care of you. Because I've even explained this in my world. Adventurers are basically like demigods, and most normal folk know this, right? So like city guards, if there's like a rogue adventurer like casting magic and shit, they're not gonna just rush and kill them NPC style. Their job is to get like civilians to safety and like kind of keep you there or slow you down, but not actually fight and kill you. They'll maybe block off like doors and stuff, but yeah, they're not gonna throw themselves into like a meat grinder for you to get XP, right? They're to slow you down until like knights and other adventurers can be dispatched to take care of you, in quotes. So yeah, be evil at your own peril. Is there transmutation magic? Can I change a barrel into a wooden coin? Oh yeah, there is conjuration, right? You can like summon items as well. Ooh, that's another character I wanted, like a wizard who can just summon small objects. But you can't just like they only last for 2 hours, right? You can't just like summon it and be like, oh, I summon a fake gold coin and pay it, because like the wording also says like, hey, this thing glows and is obviously magic. So if you, for example, if I tried giving you like $100 bill and you realize it's like glowing a faint purple or bluish, yeah, you're gonna realize something is not correct. This may not be real money, right? So yeah. Oh, don't worry about like powers and stuff like that, because we do use the spells available in the D&D stuff. So, yeah. Like for example, if you look at if you're interested in playing, you just search on Google like guides on using like this character, right? Or what kind of spells they have. You can read through, right? So, yeah. That's kind of how it works. A homebrew is something that only I create and give out just to make sure that it's balanced and not broken. Like magic that can change barrels into coins, so I can throw them Wait a minute. So I can throw them at a short man down a slope and watch him jump over as I. Okay, that's, I think, true polymorph. That is a really powerful spell that you could use to do a lot more. Yeah, don't stress too much about like abilities and stuff. You can have a theme, right? And just be like a, oh, they're a wizard who focuses on like fire magic, you know? And then when we're building the character, I'll show you like all the available fire spells and then we can build from there. Nah, just do for fun. There's a lot of other stuff you can do. Like for example, I wanted to play a druid simply because you can turn into like any animal. A lot of people use it to like turn into a bear and fight, but you can also turn into something like a spider or a cockroach. And when things get out of hand, you can just abandon your teammates to die and just like crawl under like a door or through like a sewer grate and no one can stop you. I literally did this once. Like, my friend was hosting something called a combat session, kind of like a one shot. Imagine no story, no plot, no nothing. It's just your character's here, monster there. This is the map. Fight to the death, right? So I got to play my druid character, test them out. My friends immediately died. Do you know what I did? I'm like, okay, I cannot win this fight on my own. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn into like a mole rat and just burrow underground and dig away to safety. It's a dragon, sure, but it can't dig underground. It can't follow me. I'm a rat. I'm in the ground. What's it gonna do? So yeah, that's the kind of characters I always make escape artist characters. They may not kill the enemy, but they will always get away from them. If I take a wizard, teleportation magic, as far as the eye can see. If I want a character, it'll be a person who has ambition to become what he wanted, with all sun and rainbows and lots of hopeless optimism. Like I'm in real life, but see the dark side of death and hard to swallow pills. Then come to understanding. Oh yeah, yeah. Super in-depth character. Something along those lines. Sorry, I was burping. For a one shot, you can make like the character as complex as you would like, but in a one shot you may not have the time to fully explore them. But if you make the character and everything is like said, if we have like a another session or like a longer term campaign, you can reuse the same one. All I'd say is one shots are more, this is you guys, you can play to your personality traits and all that, but they probably wouldn't be enough time to go through like everyone's backstory, watch their character development, you know? How's it going with nodes? Oh, are you training K to like note down like clippable moments? Is that what's going on? What if I want the dragon to follow me? Most can be reasoned with. They're not like dumb animals. And there's abyssal spell. Yeah, abyssal is a language in D&D. But yeah, there's basically every kind of theme you can imagine. So yeah. One of the answers Sally's working. Oh, understandable. I'm singing my kleptomaniac bard with intrusive thoughts. Honestly, I like the sound of that. You understand? Yeah. A lot of my friends, whenever they made their characters, they started off very simple, but like as we played more and more and more, that's like when they started actually getting a bit focused into how they want to develop the character, so to speak. So yeah, there's no rush to get it immediately all at once. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but like I balance my games pretty well. So player death isn't very common unless people are very reckless or they're doing it for the bit, right? And one enemy, one friend, he just took his character, he charged straight into the enemies, and then he died. Like abandoned his teammates all running away. He's like, no, I'm gonna stay and fight, and I know it's gonna kill me, but I'm gonna do it anyway, right? At that point, my hands are tied. But yeah, don't stress too much. Again, it's beginner friendly, so combat difficulty is not gonna be insane or anything. It'll be a challenge. You guys probably have to keep your wits about you, but yeah, it'll all be good. I've not touched this model in a while. Can bot use illusion magic? Oh, I believe they can. Maybe somebody's gonna be like that. Oh yeah, I want to just run a one shot as like a test run, just to dip our toe in the water, see if people actually like it. Because I'm not gonna be like, okay, we're gonna have a 3 month long campaign. Everyone has to meet weekly, and then we see like how it goes, like that. When people have never played it before, like how would you know if you even like it? So yeah, it's a little bit of a taste test. So yeah. Gonna make some food. Didn't really eat dinner since last night. Okay, don't worry about it. We shall be here. And okay, bards very strong with magic. Bards are like magical people, right? They turn their music into, well, magic for lack of a better term. Some do fight with weapons, but I do know most of them use magic, right? Uh One of the most common spells is vicious mockery. You basically insult them to death. Every time you make fun of them, they take psychic damage. Their brain hurts until they just collapse and die. So try to make funny stuff. Yeah, don't worry. You don't actually have to make the insults. You can if you want to, so long as it's like, tactful and, appropriate. That's fine. But yeah. It's only been an hour and a half. I feel a bit tired already. As in, I'll try to lead to funny things. Yeah, don't worry about it. For a one shot, you guys might be a bit focused on like the quest at hand. I want to say dad jokes and do damage. Very funny. Yeah, just make them die of cringe and embarrassment. That would be vicious mockery. Also, you could flavor anything like that. You're like, oh, I wanna be like vicious mockery, but instead of insulting them, I just want to say like lame jokes, and they just like roll their eyes so hard they die. Does the same damage, works the same way, I would allow it. You know, it's just reskinning something else that already exists. Also, per se, if I were to roll badly and try to sing really loudly, can I share the windows? It depends. Also, if you shatter glass, that usually means the singing is good. I imagine, or at least like opera singers, what they mean, they match like the frequency of like the glass. How much skill can you? Okay, if you don't know how to play or how the mechanics work, don't think about it now. Just think of, I want to be I want to be someone who uses dark evil magic. That's about the extent of all you need. And then when we're making the characters, I'll literally walk you through like everything. If you want, you can search for like guides on like how to play D&D for beginners, right? Ooh, I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the creator Joe Cat, right? He has a crap guide to D&D, I think. So I was gonna. Oh, sorry. I was saying that usually when people sing and break glass, that means their singing is good. Like they have the frequency that is like it's matched to the object. You know, I think it's called resonant frequency of like the glass, and that's like really hard to do. So if anything, you have to roll really well to reach. So out of tunage shatters, I understand what you mean, but yeah, sure. I'm the kind of Dame you're like, oh, can I do like this thing? If it's just to be funny, sure, I'll be like, okay, I allow it. But if you're like, oh no, we're trapped in a glass box and we need to escape, can I sing and shatter the glass? Then I'm like, I don't think that works. True, you can distract them. Yeah, but think about it already so high that causes ears bleeding. I guess. Like D&D has rules for like how spells work to keep things not broken. So yeah, we follow the rules unless we want to make a like a one-time exception for something that's funny. Also, you just have to hope that your friends are also evil so that they actually steal the money from the tavern. You see a dragon, I'll roll for seduction. Yeah, I think they do have genders. Be warned. Uh People like to joke about the seduce the dragon thing, but if it fails, it doesn't end well. If it succeeds, may not end well either. So, how it ends if it fails, it's like, not my type, breathes fire on you, turning you into a crisp. Because it's all like dice roll and stuff. Yeah, kind character with dark magic, you know, not the most uncommon trope. It's a very interesting thing because they're like, oh, it's sure the magic is evil, but it's for the greater good. And they do good a lot of the time, but it's slowly corrupting them over time. That's always like a nice trope that I like. But that's my personal preference. Like you play your character in whichever way is fun for you. But that just reminded me of like that trope. So yeah. Play the gambling addict edition. Yeah, we'll discuss like which classes people are, and don't stress about we need like to fill the roles. If there are roles that are not filled, I can make NPCs for them. Think of them like bot teammates, right? So yeah, if you all want to be wizards, I'll maybe put like a barbarian or two to kind of be your meat shield. While he's just sniffing my feet. But yeah, I'm thinking it'll be on the weekends. Due to my stream schedule, I'm thinking it might be a Saturday, like Saturday UK time. Ever squishy, easy to kill, have my teammate that has a name Bobby. No, because then that'll be tough to track. You know, you could kill them if you want. Oh, that even reminds me. Oh, sorry. Wally tried tickling me. Anyway, whenever like I had a friend who she would love to ask the names of literally everyone, right? Nameless guard 24. She'll introduce herself and be like, "What's your name?" It got to the point where I was like, "You know what? My name is Bob." The next person they asked, "Oh, my name is Bob." Literally every god they asked, they introduced themselves as Bob, right? So yeah, that was my cop out way of like, okay, they have this is my way of showing this is not an important character. You don't need to know their names until eventually, they were like at an estate and there were like lots of guards and they all introduced themselves as Bob. And then something happened and then they go to one of the guards like, did anyone say anything? And then he just replies, oh, I think Bob did. And then immediately my table went silent, burst into laughter because it took them a moment to realize how dumb that was and they realize they don't know who they're talking about. But anyway, it's just dumb shit like that that makes D&D fun. Need a dimensional, oh, bag, oh, you mean bag of holding. Okay, don't think too much about the game now, right? Have like a rough theme and idea for your character. You can be like, oh, for example, like what Sailor just said, I'll play Bob the gambling addict magician. That is like about as much as, you need to prepare. If you want to create like a backstory, sure, go for it. But things like, oh, this is their equipment, this is the spells that they're having, this is, stuff like that. Don't think about it now. Wait till session 0 and yeah. I'm gonna do R2. That's it though. The rest is up to understandable. I need it for the funny. I can do in fights. I can take out items of the bag, chucking them at enemies. Throwing things is actually a very inefficient way of fighting. I have to like point that out so that the day doesn't come and do like 2 damage per attack when everyone else does like 15. I did have a friend who, when she was playing, her character was so badly optimized. But like, I'm like, okay, let us redo this one because we made it when we didn't know what we were doing. She's like, no, it's fine. But yeah, that was before I learned I could just give them magic items and special abilities to make them stronger. So notice apparently it's inefficient to wrestle with the end boss. I mean, you can try. I don't know how well that'll go. It was cool though. I won. If it looks stupid, but it works, then it's not stupid. That is the essence of D&D. A lot of times they're like, hey, this is a dumb thing and there's no way in hell it'll ever work. And then you roll a nat 20 and then it works. Ew, my voice is killing me. I gotta take a little bit of talking breaks in between here and there. But is that even possible? I'm addicted to the yap. That's how it be. Borika, I want to pet him, but I have no more coin. It's okay. It's the thought that counts. Ow. Rude. You know, with enough progress today, we'd probably finish this model. Okay, if we don't finish it today, I could probably finish it tomorrow morning. Oh, thank you. Whether it's for me or not, still appreciate it. Oh, I misspelled this. That's why. Oh, okay. Actually, I made the K capital. That's why it wasn't working. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Okay. By the way, the work I'm doing is designing my new room in my new home. Oh, okay. That sounds exciting. If I can get it funded, it's going to be epic for real. That sounds nice. Wait, did anyone draw or kind of maid outfit? Not that I remember. Wait, I think Seller did once. Or not yet. Not yet? Oh, okay, okay. I did? No, sorry. I thought you did. But I don't remember. Maid outfit when? Okay, when people pay for it. You know what? I will rig a maid outfit and be like, okay, it's like a redeem, but people have to give me actual money and then it goes on for like 30 minutes. You know what? I'll make it cheap and make it 15 minutes. Look, I've said it once, I've said it before, I'll say it again. My dignity is for sale. You think my cats pay for their own food? No. Gotta milk it from chat. Oh, it'll be nice. If I had like a full body model, I would have gone like over the top with it. Mostly just to like show off that I can. But for this one, I'll probably make something like simpler. No, my walls is crying already. Well, once the outfit is done, it's gonna cry even more. But no, I just kid. It's completely optional. Okay, what if Shad keeps stacking? Then it just doesn't come off. Yeah. I'll set it automatically. It'll be like the head pads. You know, like if you do the head pad redeems, for example. Click this one. It toggles the head pad. It lasts for 10 seconds, and then it toggles off. So I'll just do that with an outfit and then say, okay, toggle off after 15 minutes. You're not that rich. Well, neither am I, and that's why I'm putting on the outfit. He says made pufferfish Ordi, caffeinated hyper Ordi, Ordi sheep with Ordi cat, BRB Ordi, smug Ordi, and little guys at the bottom. And Helldiver Ordi sketch. Yeah, Sailor is the number one fan artist here. One Ordi fan and Ordi hater. Well, I suppose. One Ordi employee. Yeah, you know what? You have employee of the month. Is the fact that you're the only one working on the stuff important? I don't think so. If I keep petting Orca, doesn't that mean I'm the maid? I don't think so. Would you get me things if I asked? I stretched my legs. I accidentally bumped into Wally down here. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. The cat he likes sleeping by my feet. Yeah, sorry, Wally. I gave him like a leash so that he can roam around my room, but my door is open. But I think it makes him unhappy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to stop doing that. Let's just say I'm unpaid maid work. Yeah, you know, in the what's it called? In my Discord for like the mod chats and stuff, under the category, I just called it underlings. So yeah. I don't have any employees, FYI, for anyone who is curious. It's unofficial. We aren't actually getting paid. True. So less employees, more unpaid interns. You guys ever watched the Minions movie? The guy was kind of just doing his own thing, and then the Minions showed up and decided that they were his employees. Yeah. Starting to feel a bit like that. They just show up and they're like, hey, we work for you now. I love how Ori's just pretending to do art and playing a. Wait, what do you mean? I liked the first Minions movie, but I think like after that they were like, okay, I suppose. It's I'm unpaid employee. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. I work without break for this cat. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thanks for joining us. You know, Seller, your hard work is appreciated. I'd pay you if I could. I'm just broke cat. We broke 200 follows? Yeah, we did that before stream started. Because I saw it and I was like, what's it called? I was like, oh, the new goal isn't set up. So I had to like quickly try doing that before we begun. But oh well. Again, I know a lot of people like to celebrate these things a lot, but I don't know. I'm not the biggest whether it's like 2 people or 200, to be honest, I think my content will just stay the same. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone who stops by. So waiting for someone to say they came from the orchard. You know what? Wait, really? Interesting. I thought that would have taken like a bit more time to like happen. Because they do well, right? For a brand new channel with like little following, I think they break like 1K views, which is a good number. Interesting. Okay, Seller, we got one new community member, um, a loyal regular from the shorts. It is officially a success. Pat on the back. Pop the champagne if we have any. And if it's not true, Orca is going into the soup. Oh, we have ads now. But I'm just going to continue working through them. So there really is a chance to make Aoi famous. I'll have to write a good book so I can exactly better get to writing now. Back from fruit. Welcome back. We learned an interest. Wait, I don't know if you can hear me. We learned an interesting fact today. Orca claims to have seen the little shorts, and then that's how they found the channel. I can hear. Wonderful. So yeah, I'm just catching you up on what you missed. Ooh, this is so cute. Look, do you see it? Happy, angry. Happy, angry. Ooh, I could make this better. The newest short flop with 100. No, we're not. It goes good, good, good. Maybe one doesn't do it. Do you know what the disadvantage we have is? What's it called? The account doesn't have a follower base. So if it doesn't, in quotes, go viral, it, in quote, dies. Do you get what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, right? Like, for example, if you have like a huge following, you can post literally anything and it'll have like a lot of views, right? Because that content is being pushed to your followers. But if you don't have a following yet, then the only people who'll ever see it are people who like the category, and TikTok has flagged it as good content to push to people who don't follow. Does that make sense? That's to go. Okay, calm down. Also, I one trend that I did notice that I was meaning to point out is the content seems to be a little focused towards people who already know us, you know? It's like content about, it's like, oh, this is Ordi and blah, 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 his stuff, right? It should be clickbaity, not clickbaity. It should be like engaging and interesting to people who don't know and don't care who I am, if that makes sense. I don't know if the point I'm making is getting across, right? Let's make Ordi a bit bullyable. No. To that, I have to say, I love that toggle. Am I supposed to do that? Mm, no, it won't. And if it does, it'll probably bring in troublesome people, to be honest. If you're like, oh, this one is easily bullyable, I don't know. I'm gonna use that I toggle more times than the iBag. To be honest, I don't even use the iBag one. It's just on by default. Like I literally went into the files when I updated the model that one time. I swapped, I inverted. I'm like, the model default is on. It's only when I press the toggle it goes off. You really toggle off? True, because I'm just always tired. It's my natural state of being. What do you want from me? A well rested cat? I don't know. To be honest, ever since I moved here, I've been getting like 1 hour less sleep than normal. I don't know if my body needs less sleep or I don't know. Because I used to get like 7 hours. That was my normal. But I check my watch every morning. It says I get like 6. In some cases, like 5.5. So I'm like, I don't know if that's good or not. Toggles it off, I'll scream. Maybe one day I should just like show up without it. Oh, sorry. I should just show up without it. And then people will panic. But then over time, they'll slowly get used to it again. But no. Okay, it's back. Sorry, I was scratching my foot. Only 1 hour less sleep. Also, I have no idea what Wally's doing. Anyway, only 1 hour less sleep. My sleep schedule doesn't exist. I'm forced to get 2 hours. Yeah, that's very bad. Your brain will degrade very rapidly. Get some sleep. Tired all the time, every day, every time, every day. Yeah, it kind of sucks. There are a lot of things that do affect it, not just sleep. Things like diet and exercise also play major factors. Yeah, they do. True. Hmm. I'm working on fixing the diet part because what my dumbass does is I'm like, okay, the food may is just like whatever, and then I have my multivitamins. I'm like, hey, okay, but yeah, it doesn't work that way. You need a whole bunch. You need a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, the whole protein thing, other vitamins, because like sources of vitamins from like fruits and like natural sources, they get absorbed a lot better than like the synthetic kind. Should rename his channel to or does I am rigging, so I don't know what you're talking about. You think this mouth rigged itself? I don't think so. OD app would make like a good emote. you know the little cat pop, you know? That little gif? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I really should work on like the emotes and stuff. I did make one new one, right? And it's free, so people can use it, I think. Is the cat cry one? This one's seller made. I just took it and put it on Twitch. So thanks, seller. Got to recommend a chat called This One Doesn't Draw. Makes sense. Hmm. I think that's all the rigging I can do today. You guys want to try the should we finish I Just Want to Be Single? We should do that. Let me open the game up. I think it's like one episode left. Yeah, let me open this up. Cause the stream title said art and romance later, but there hasn't been romance in a while. And I am not a liar. Okay, is the volume okay? Oh, let me get rid of these guys. Wait, I want to change category? Perfect. I completely forgot about that. One episode and a character side thingy? Okay. Go for it. You can do the slash set game and then type it out. I'm gonna be honest. The only two of these ones that I like is the artist girl and the weirdo with purple hair. Okay, do you know how to change the category? It's set game. It's this one. I got edit mode. I want to do that way. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I put the command. What about the green? Oh, the green one is the artist one. That's the one I was talking about. She's like kind of normal, right? The purple one is just I find her funny and amusing. The idol one kind of scares me. If she didn't always have a knife and try to stab me, maybe. Mm, the one with glasses is a bit too uptight. She hides her true self. Don't like her. The one with the yellow hair. The jock is kind of annoying. Mm, the pink haired one is a psychopath. Like I would physically fight her. The robot one is well a robot. We don't do that there. The pink one, yeah, we just beat her up every chance we get. Go the Laura or I'm saying which one I like their personalities, not romantically. Oh right, continue. The yellow one doesn't want to admit liking enemy, but she seems yes, she is, but she's too focused on other people's image of her, and I don't like people like that. Okay, let us voice act this. I like her. Understandable. She does have like a. She does have her good qualities. I just don't like them. I like how this. At first, I was like, this protagonist has done nothing, and everyone's like in love with them. Then we got like the little lore about the statue. So back at round one again. Wait a yeah, you're right. This is the beginning of the game. Hold on. That's not correct. Load. I clicked continue. I don't know why. Okay, okay. Thank God. Yeah, you were right. I don't know why it started the game again when I clicked continue. I thought it would reload the last save. It was a tree? Yeah, sorry. Tree, not statue. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Luckily, I caught that. Yeah, it would have taken maybe like 5 or 10 minutes for me to realize, wait a minute, this is very familiar. Didn't we do this already? I'm just glad it saved. If it didn't save, I'm just uninstalling the game. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, normally it's a little bit more live. Wait. Sorry, I think we paused in the middle of a conversation. Okay. There should be students here working on. Oh, wait, we've already done this one. If I no, we did the art one already. No, we already did this. We're skipping ahead. Remember I said like okay. She's just gonna politely sniff at us. She's like those cats, you know, you just like put your hand out, they show up, they sniff, and then they're like, you his friend now. Okay, should be in episode 2, no? Yeah, because I clicked load, there's only one load. Wait, hold on. You know what? Main menu. God damn it. Okay, continue. What's going on? How do we move? It doesn't save our... No, we saved before we left. Go to school? Oh, sorry. I clicked school and I clicked episode 1. Sorry, we were here. No, it's not bugging out. I'm just tired and not doing things correctly. Yeah, this is where we left off. Save the second time? Yeah, I did. Yeah, this is where we left off, right? You silly can't. Okay, I learned from Wally and Julian. Okay, they're bad influences on me. Okay, now that I think about it, things have gotten so hectic, I haven't had any time to process what happened. Sorry, my mic is blocking part of the screen, so I apologize. Despite it being a couple days since I first transferred here, I'm still not sure if I'll ever get used to it here. Yep, it kind of sucks being the new kid. This is not how I imagined high school would be like. Crazy doesn't even begin to cover it. We had to evacuate the whole school yesterday because someone made a nuclear bomb. The hell kind of school is this? Okay. Gene biology discovered cure for a deadly disease. Yeah, this is not how most high schools are. Yes, Anna, because I'm too normal, I suppose. It's enough pity for now. Have some free time. Yada yada yada. After all, I promised myself I'd make friends this year, and if I don't, ow! I don't know what Wally's doing. I think he's. Sorry, I thought he was chasing Julian. Is he? No, he's chasing. I don't know what he's chasing. Just like Ordi for. Not true. She's more like a. She's more like sad and alone. I'm more happy and alone. You know. Hi, Wally. Okay. Yeah, she's like, oh, she's like, oh, I don't have anyone to hang out with. I'm gonna be alone forever. Meanwhile, I'm in the exact same situation. I'm like, hey, I don't know what you guys are complaining about. I hang out with my cats all the time. I'm not lonely. Yeah, there's a difference between being alone and lonely. You can feel lonely even though you're surrounded by people, right? Rio vs. Bochi? Yeah, exactly. If you've seen Bochi the Rock, I like that anime. I'm more Rio, right? I have the nervousness of Bochi, but it's not the desire to make friends, you know? Rio best girl. Honestly, understandable. She's passionate about what she wants and she's very chill. Hi, Katie. Teacher asked me to check in on you since you're still quite new here. I know it must be tough to come in partway through the semester. So I think you'd like to know about still. I'm gonna ask about the pink-haired girl. I don't know what her deal is. Yes. She's in our class, right? Is this normal? She's a recent transfer like you, but yes, she's absent often. She's visiting her parents abroad, so it's expected she'll be away for a few days. Abroad, huh? You don't look forward to seeing her again. I still don't even know her name yet. Yeah, we don't need to know her name. We'll just fight her. Violence is the only thing she seems to understand. Ask about the clubs. Is joining a club required? No, not exactly, but it's highly encouraged. Got a lot of benefits too. Oh yeah, by the way, if you guys ever go to university, the best way to make friends, like get to know people, is just join clubs, right? Because it's a lot different from like high school. High school, you kind of just are always in the same class with the same people over and over again, and you know you naturally befriend them. But when you go to like a university, it's a very different experience, right? I was doing bands every yeah, that is a perfect way. That's a perfect thing to do, right? Because like my university had like a music club as well. To be honest, in my university, it was basically the drama club, right? Because they were very dramatic people. But yeah, clubs for random things. Like I joined the book club. That was when I had stopped reading for like the longest time. So yeah, you just get to know people, or if they have like the volunteer stuff, like the student volunteer programs, where you know you kind of help out like with faculty stuff, maybe show new students around, that kind of stuff. Super important, super helpful in meeting people, and trust me, from there it snowballs, and you get to like know everyone. I mean, put it this way: I'm Cat who doesn't like to go out and meet people. And I think most of like my friends from university that I'm still friends with today, I met them through like clubs and programs like that, you know? So yeah, honestly, it's the fastest way to like meet people. I'm now in one. True. So bad I joined five bands at once. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think like most bands like that, it's I don't think they're very permanent. Those who do particularly well in school clubs are compensated greatly for their effort. Yeah, but we met the rich idol girl and she gave us $30,000. So feels like I pulled a shiny when I met Ordi. I'm flattered. You think so? I don't know. I'm just a little guy. I just show up here, I yap about art, and then I go take a nap. School bands, at least are supplies surprisingly stable. Yeah, because people are like always around, right? My eyes are not lucky right now. I'm gonna go to bed, shower, then sleep. Well, thanks for stopping by. It must be very late. So yeah, we will see you next time. Bye bye. Struggle only meant or you guys are so sweet. I like this version of you guys, not the kind that beats me up with bricks every chance they get. Yeah, it's 5 a.m. Yeah, back when I was in Malaysia, this was the time I would start streaming, to be honest. Hey, I'm Can. You know what? You are. But anyway, back to our game. So I just have the prowess. They don't seem as passionate as me. Those, to be okay. Here's my hot take. Um, I I I hope I'm not mean. Sometimes, when I was just starting out as like an artist and streamer, mm, I was like, okay, let me get to like know people, and we kind of like the whole grow together, get to know people early, and blah 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 blah. Yeah. I realized a lot of people were probably not very serious about it. So I don't know. I kind of relate to that. It's fine if yeah, I think it's fine if the goal is to like not grow and just be like, yeah, I don't really care. I just show up, I do things. But when like in conversations, they're like, oh, I really want this to like grow and be like, my full time thing, blah 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 blah. But when you ask about like what they do, they're like, they don't do anything about it other than kind of just go live maybe once a month. So I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by. Good night. Anyway, that's my hot take. I feel like if you want things to like work, you gonna have to work on them. Like for example, you'll notice I'm live 4 times a week, the exact same time, almost to the minute, right? Because it's very important to keep a consistent schedule. So yeah, when you said oh, some people in the bands are not as like passionate. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, I find it a bit relatable. That take is so mild, it's not even war. Yeah, but I say might be hot take because maybe some people might relate to that. And hey, hope if they do, hopefully it's like a little bit of a wake up call to change things up. But yeah, I'm just trying to be polite. Some cases student make so much money as a full time job salary through the. Okay, so we're definitely joining clubs now. Love Love is a very high profile school with connections in many industries. Some of the most successful people in the country graduated from here. I'm the kind of person to get the ball rolling and hope other people. I think I tried doing that a little bit, and I'm like, I don't know. It felt like yeah. I felt like, you know what? Instead of trying to make like a group thing, why don't I just do my own stuff? And started working from there. I already took the momentum, so now we work at. Oh yeah, as soon as like I think from day one when I started streaming, like, okay, how can we improve? What can we do? What makes it better? I guess in bands, a lot of people are just like, oh, I want to show up, play music, and go home. Mm, yeah, they're just like vibes based. I don't like that. I like plans and structure, strategies. This is starting to make a lot of sense. I felt out of place before, but now I feel like a being from another planet. From bands are practice, practice, practice. They're paying. Yeah, some people they're like, oh, I want to be in a band so I can be famous. What do you mean I have to practice? Some people be like that. Some people be like that as content creators as well. I think the term on Twitter is V-tweeter. They make like zero content, but try to promote like their brand, but they don't actually do anything. I think that they're fans of like very large creators, and they're like, oh, I want to be like them. So they start like doing all of the Twitter stuff, but not actually making any content. It's a different story if you've made your account and you're like, oh, I plan to stream one day, but not now. Like, I'm not in the place. That is like a very different thing. This is the case of where people who they kind of been at it for like 5 years and just haven't done anything yet. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird thing. But that's like my take on the matter. But I don't know. I don't use Twitter. So I no longer see that anymore. Just an average student, average at everything. Hey, being average at a lot of things is better than being very good at one thing and very shitty at everything else. I've met people like that. They're very good at like one thing, but like a lot of other stuff, not so much. I think being well rounded is super important. There's like a what's it called? There was a saying of some guy who was like how he's like how it's good to be a jack of all trades, and he's basically like, hey, among engineers I'm the best cook, and among chefs I'm the best engineer, you know. If I put in the time and effort to something, I could have something I'm proud of, you know. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. I'm the firm believer that anyone can do anything, right? But you can't do everything. Because, for example, to be good at something, you have to dedicate like what? What is it? 10,000 hours to be decently good at something? You don't have an infinite amount of 10,000 hours. You can't like max out all your skills. You gotta pick a lane and kind of just grind towards it. So, yeah. Some people they're like, "Oh, I don't have like the talent or anything." To be honest, the only thing talent does is give you a little bit of a boost, like oh, minus 10% total time needed to like get better at this thing, right? That's basically it. Hmm. Okay, she's just like sad posting to herself. Say a very easy thing, fix my challenge impossible. Okay, that's it for now. Yeah, I'm not too interested in like getting to know her. Maybe it's just a me thing. I'm not a fan of uptight people. Like I can get it, like it's a bit amusing to see, but not really to be around. That's just me. I'm just not used to the pace here is all. I think I'll be fine. In that case, if you don't mind, I'd like to do some study sessions to get later on. Can go over some of the things you're having a hard time with. Mm, no, I wanna leave this conversation. But Sella is right. Exercise really helps with sleep, especially things that are like a bit intensive. I like how I didn't have the chance to say no. Okay. Mm, someone so plain and average that they basically become special for that trait. I kind of like the character's hair though, but I'm even more plain average than blah 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 blah. Okay, okay. Let's just skip ahead. Looks like everyone left already. I should get moving as well. Is that it? Okay, let's click her. Wait, do we care about her? I guess we have nothing else to do. Today I'm gonna spend the day studying with Katie. Turns out I transferred to school right before exams. Ooh, that's rough. Even though I'm a new transfer, to school to make me take the exams along with everyone else. Good news is that Katie seems very eager to help me study. She seems super busy though with all her student council duties. I'm surprised she carved out time out of her schedule just for me. Mm, okay. I guess I'm desperate. We need to pass our exams, okay? Tuna is not gonna pay for itself. What's with all this mountain of folders and papers? Oh god. It's fine. I think I'd rather just fail. Think Ordi might be an imposter. He's a filthy relationship haver. Hey, we are just studying. I don't know what you're on about. But, you know, just some paperwork for managing student club activities. Okay. At least Ordi will be happy. Hey, I'm happy with my cats. I think I think that's the trouble, right? Because I'm very happy and comfortable the way I am now. So in order for me to actually care about like, ow, For me to actually care about like the whole relationships and all of that stuff, it has to be better than, me being by myself, which is already a very comfortable thing. So, yeah, I'm not too stressed about it. I'll just pet Ordi a lot of times. Thank you. Okay, she does way too much work. The principal looked extremely vexed, poring over legal documents. Turned out he'd got himself into some tax trouble. Seeing him such a bind, I couldn't help but volunteer. Ever since then, it seems all the documents, paperwork of the teacher staff finds its way into this office. But no worries, I'll get through today's. Then we can get to our personal study session. I believe it's good to have like the work ethic, but so long as you're doing work for yourself, not other people. I mean, you can help someone out, but for them to like be like, I don't want to do it. I'll just give it to them because they're just lazy and don't want to do it. I don't like that. In the meantime, please sit anywhere. You do realize who I work for, right? True, you are helping me out with like the shorts and stuff. I think that's a little bit different. Mm, that's a funny story, actually. And why is that? Um, as you mentioned, you're creating the shorts and stuff because it's something you enjoy, right? Besides, I have been meaning to get around, doing it. It was probably my 1 year plan thing. Like, let me stream for like a year, get everything like settled, and then maybe look into it. To be honest, a seller just started making like the clips and stuff, and I was like, hey, this is nice and all. I try to help out as best as I can, right? Anything he needs, I provide like the VODs and stuff. All, and here's the thing: I was like, hey, this channel should be like yours. It's not like an official Ordikai clip channel. I want it to be his, and then like if it does well and takes off, I want it to be monetized, and I want him to keep like 100% of everything, because like that's what he's doing. It's all like 100% his. You are doing your own work essentially. I just happen to be the subject matter. But hey, only do it if you're having a good time. Like, don't feel forced into it. That's very, very important. Mm, so I just take them on myself. Just then, press started taking. Yeah, it's like a maybe I didn't clarify. People who what's it called? People who don't want to do the work but can't say no. You know, that's not a good trait to have. You're like, hey, this is I'd love to help, but I can't. Again, it's the golden phrase of the two of them is like I wish I could and I would love to, but you know, and then you give generic excuse and then it's accepted. You wait, what are you talking about? I got Chrono Odyssey. Yeah, I never heard of that. I plan to make Ori famous as long as he won't just start doing nothing. I'll make it happen. Yeah, I've been here consistently for 6 months now. So yeah. Like if I was consistent for like a couple of weeks, hey, you never know. It might be like just one day, like oh, you know what? I actually am tired. That was all I had in me. More. Oh, there will be more. Don't worry about it. Got bullied in fourth grade, but didn't tell anyone because well, I thought it. Wait. Got bullied in fourth grade, but didn't tell anyone because well, I thought it would make them happy. Make who happy? As long as you continue to work, I will. If you stop, I stop. Yeah, I suppose if I stop, like all of the stuff kind of dries up. But yeah, hey, I'm not going anywhere. You are welcome to continue if you wish. And hey, if it gets monetized, keep everything, right? That channel, all you. But there's a good chance if he doesn't do anything bad, we could make it happen in like 8 to 16 months. Maybe less with luck. True, there is a lot of luck involved. So yeah, is it time for the potential? I think the one thing that I struggle with is marketability. I feel it's also true with like art. I think my models are like really well. It's only recently, mostly through VGen, like the search bar, that I've started to get like attention. So art wise, I'm pretty good. So I think maybe I should like focus a bit more onto the streaming side. So planning on changing my clip planning, diamond in the make. Honestly, that's a very nice thing to say. One thing I'm doing is I'm waiting for you to create like with time there'll be like this huge like stockpile of shorts, and then I want to start posting it in other places like Reddit and all. At least then I could do something consistent, like once every few days or maybe like once a week. So yeah, I also do like I watched the latest clip. I do like the editing, it's really well done. I'd say the one thing that could be improved upon is the shorts. I think maybe like the target audience, you gotta pretend like because again, we don't have many followers. Most of the people seeing the stuff are people who, what's it called, have never heard of me. So if there's like 1,000 VTubers out there and no one's ever heard of them either, so like no one cares. Everyone is eager to scroll away into something they recognize and know. So it gotta be like very clickbaity and engaging to someone who doesn't know and doesn't care who I am. So if it can get them to like pause and like not swipe up, I think like that's what the goal should be. But then again, I'm not like the best at shorts or anything like that. But that's kind of just like my 2 cents on the matter. It's the same with like art. Um, if you post about like hey, this is me, I'm marketing my stuff, and you're just like a very new beginner, most people don't care. But if you start doing things like fan art, you start drawing characters that they know and love, then they start caring because you have provided something that they like. They come for the thing that they like, and then eventually they stick around because they're like, oh, actually, the artists slash streamers, and not too bad. I'll stick around. Oh, weird bug. How to incorporate into the clips, though? Yeah, I would just say that's like a direction to like kind of glance into if possible. So yeah, thanks, Ordi. You gave me an idea. Well, glad I could help. I'm assuming it's the shorts thing. Cause yeah, I did look into like learning how these things work. But then again, all I have is theoretical knowledge, not experience, and those two are very different. Yeah. Then the secretary and treasurer starting to look a bit sick too. Okay, she's just absorbing everyone's work. Hmm. I'm using the visions of brain rot. Okay, we're not a very brain rotty character. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, my brain is melting. Is there any time for me today? Katie, about that study. Katie, dear. Hi, Katsumi. Stopping by for an update on the status of my personal parking spot. Ah, yes, the helicopter landing pad. I have to say it's still on schedule and within budget. That's a crazy thing to just say. Val and I have come to wish you good night. Well, uh, good night to you guys as well. Were you lurking? I had little sprites here. You know, ever since they got tiny, I couldn't see them. I see your sand. Ow. But yeah, in fact, I may be calling it soon anyway. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hope you had a pleasant lurk rest. Well, yeah, because I think it's like almost 6 a.m. for some of them. Yeah, it is kind of late. But yeah, good night, guys. Mm, okay, I'm not sure why I'm eavesdropping on this conversation. Hmm. Also, she's like crazy rich. Maybe I should have asked for double the $30,000 she offered. One of the most important duties of student council is to meet the needs of each club. Hmm. I was wondering why her art is different. Then I guess she's just like random NPC. Okay. Yeah, this girl has her work cut out for her. Honestly, I'm not too fond of this arc. Yeah, we're just gonna skip ahead. Mm, okay, you know what? We're just gonna skip ahead. Why can I? Oh, I can't skip. But yeah, clips are a very tricky subject, you know? Can only skip stuff you've already read. Oh, okay, okay. So that's why. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. She's kind of funny though. But she did try to feed me to like the plant. So yeah, we don't like her. I mean, she's the one who brought me here and then she's kicking me out. So I don't know. Maybe her brain is melting too. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I feel kind of bad for her. You know who else is funny? Me? That's a pleasant surprise. Last time I told a joke in a voice call, Feather just kicked me out. That was funny. Okay, is that all the... Okay, the game is still in progress. I think we're basically done with this. You know what? We'll wait till they update it. They already told about that? Yeah. We mentioned it yesterday. That was funny. It's like, do you like bread? I guess you could say you loaf it. Immediately, like at the exact same moment, I think like 2 or 3 people left the call, and then I get booted out. And yeah, I just cracked up laughing. It was hilarious. See, that's the kind of thing that would cause psychic damage. Okay, let's just put the BGM back on. Bro skipped a quarter of the content today. To be honest, it was not interesting content, so like, can you blame me? This game had a massive Kickstarter, by the way. Ah. How old is it? Because if it's been around for a while, I don't know. Because like, I think the... Oh no, wait. It is like there is like the decision tree thing. So I guess that writing does take a while. Because in terms of like animation and stuff, they just use like the same... They use like the same assets over and over again. Would it really take that long? I know nothing about game dev or making visual novels. So, yeah. I'm asking out of curiosity, not critique. So can I finally lay in bed? I think 13 clips all right. No, more. Nah, just kid. Thanks for helping out. Because it's a visual novel, it's normal to reuse assets there. So art is expensive. Yeah, I know. Also, I am lazy. I reused the same one chibi drawing that I made of myself maybe like 3 years ago. To this day. You can't strike me down. I'm armed with this. Sorry. I'm just looking for every chance to use it. Well, you're welcome to try. Ow. You know, I should have like a hotkey button that just like disables that instantly. It's 2 years old. Honestly, I would have expected a lot more progress. Like, what do these buttons do? Okay, hold on. The game's music started playing again. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's close that. Sorry about that. And the Kickstarter wasn't as massive as I remember. Oh, okay, okay. When you said like they had like the Kickstarter, I thought it was like a huge major thing. Okay, my team has been working on game with 10 levels over a year and a half. It takes 70K Kickstarter. Still twice the goal. Okay, that's really good. I'd have thought that I don't know. I don't know too much about the stuff. So yeah, I'm saying this from a place of ignorance. Because it strikes me as just, kind of just popping the PNGs on the screen and having the dialogue. I would say, like, maybe once the art is done, like, the writing and slight programming is probably most of it. So this is a duo. Oh, okay, okay. I thought it was like I thought it was a team. That makes a lot more sense. Especially if this is like a side project, like it's not their main thing. Again, for me alone would be enough to not work a day in my life with smart investments. True. I don't think long term though. Because yeah, it, especially depending on the country you live in. So this kind of thing is okay. You see, that makes a lot more sense to me. A bunch of other people too in commissions, as far as I know. Okay, okay. It's an interesting experience. I'll wait till they update it, and then maybe continue it. You know, we need new games. I think I got a bunch from like the Steam sale with like the sole intention of playing it here. The sole intention of playing it here. Let's see. Got a few ones. I don't even remember what I got. You for Deltarune? I have not gotten that. Ooh, I got Shadow of Mordor, but I think that's just like a me thing. Ooh, I got one called House Flipper. It's sort of just like those silly games you just like fix up a. It's basically janitor simulator. You fix up a stuff and yeah. This is a chart I think with the expenses shown. Oh, okay. It's very nice that they're transparent. Called for Total War. I saw a friend play it. I don't think it's my type of game. I actually didn't buy too many games. I realized, okay, I bought a bunch, but most of them are for me, not for stream. Okay, I have one for stream. I'll look for more. It's fun. Oh yeah, they look like they were having like a great time. But I don't know. Maybe it's for me, maybe not. I guess we'll see. XCOM 2. Okay, I want games that are like very short and maybe not too engaging, right? Because I like having it just casually. I like just casually playing them in the background, and then chatting with you guys. Should I get new headphones? Is there a problem with the current ones? That I hated Total War 1 and 3 until I committed mass game over. Maybe it's the kind of thing that I'd probably have fun playing with alone. Ooh, there's this other game called Besieged. It's a bit of an old one. I recently saw it on Steam again because I had like lost, I lost it. So yeah, I got it again. I was, reliving playing that really old game, and I had like a blast, right? Because it's just like, hey, build a machine, accomplish objective. My solution has always been to just min max the shit out of that stuff. Like, it's like, oh, you need to build a machine that can deliver a bomb into this thing. So I kind of cheated the game by just creating a wall full of cannons and just fire. Hey, maybe we'll play it one day on stream. I'll show you guys what I mean. I mean, I have one that is sucky. Right now, I'm using my brother's. Oh, okay, okay. I suppose if it's, in the cards for you. Did I hear audio equipment? Yeah, Seller is our musician slash audio guy. Any audio related questions? I just wait for Seller. Literally, was it yesterday? I was like, okay, I have a new setup. The mic is in a different position. I adjusted the volume. I don't know if it's good or not. I need Seller to help and give his opinion. He wasn't around. Immediately, everyone just started pinging him like, "Hey, join stream." I need headphones for basically D&D. Understandable. But to be honest, so long as you can hear people, you're all good. Because, yeah, so long as you have like a working mic and can hear people, you are all good. Well, if you have like, if you're watching the stream, I imagine you have a computer or a phone. So yeah, that's basically all you need for like the virtual D&D thing. Your release? No, you're not. Anyway, mm, what else was I gonna say? I had a point, but I forgot what it was. If anything, I'm the one saying objection to you leaving. Yeah. Oh, I look forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my day off. I I plan to not speak the whole day. I have food, so I'm not gonna go out to the grocery store and talk to like cashiers and stuff. Yeah, we have a couple new sound alerts. The free ones or the channel point ones, they're very limited. So I'm thinking of swapping them around occasionally. So yeah, I got this one. I've been trapped in the basement for half a year. Where's the sexy sex? I had moved that away temporarily. All of them are available on the other thing, but yeah, for the channel points one, I'm thinking I'll swap them around, see which ones I like, and then settle on like a set. Hey, at least you have that one. Honestly, that one's from like a different software, so that one doesn't have a limit. If you keep even my kleptomaniac hoarding bard wouldn't have taken it away. To be honest, that sounds exactly like the thing they would have taken away. I don't know what you're on about. You demon, false. I am a perfect angel that has never done. I didn't even finish that sentence. But yeah, I am a perfect angel who has never done anything wrong ever. I don't know what you're talking about. You monster took Careless Whisper from us? Yeah. It did when uploading VODs, it did create like the copyright strike issue, not copyright strikes. Ow. The copyright warnings. It's not the worst thing. Like I can mute just like that just that one section. But I'm like, I don't know. It might affect things, but I'll see how it goes like moving forward because I do want to like launch like the VOD channel soon. At least Ordi guy is kind to me. Exactly. I'm kind to people who don't throw stuff at me. Funny how that works. No. Also, I talked about having new plans for the clips. Oh, interesting. What do you have in mind? So Kai will pet me since I was kind? Oh no, I don't like touching people. I apologize. Nothing personal. You know what? In fact, I'll wait till the ad's done and I'll get into that. But yeah, tell us about your new plan. And I'm out of water. Okay, ads are done. Perfect. So while Sally is typing up about the plan, um, I'm not the biggest fan of physical content, physical contact and like hugs and all that. It used to be a lot worse, but at least now I'm open to tolerating it from like my closest friends. So one of my friends, like I was on call with her today, and she's like, you're my favorite person to hug because you do it very coldly with no emotion, and she's like, I like that. I don't like emotional hugs. So I was like, I don't know how to feel about that, but thank you, I guess. I guess I'm just like a very stiff and awkward person. And yeah, they don't like the touchy feely emotional, affectionate kind. For me, it's just like oh, nice to see you. Just wrap arms around, quick hug, and then like quickly separate. So yeah, gonna make actual longer videos and make a bunch of shorts out of those. So shorts link to the video and understandable. Yeah, I think it's like So I saw this kind of like highlights, right? Right. Um. So like 20 minutes of like a 3 hour long stream. Oh, sorry, not 3 hour, like 8 hour long stream. I've seen like some people do. Yeah. So just like the casual chill parts, kind of just cut out. I'm not sure exactly what you have in mind, but that reminded me of stuff that I saw. I think it's like well, there's another thing. I think it's called wait, what do you mean streamer perished? I'm still here. Hello? Can you hear me? Interesting. Am I still around? Can you guys hear me? The whole streamer parish thing has me concerned. Hello? I can hear you? Okay, it seems to be working. I don't know what Kay is talking about. Also, we had a stable 12 viewers for a good while today. Yeah, that's true. I do notice, I don't look at the viewers live, but I do check the analytics like afterwards. Unfortunately, by the way, I hope you guys don't take the finger personally. I think it's funny. I learned from Feather. Okay, blacklisted from anything you say. Whatever you type out in chat, I automatically assume is a lie. But yeah, I'll see. Pretty long day. We streamed for over 3 hours. I think that's why my voice is dying. So yeah, I think. Oh crap! I was about to raid, and I see ending soon. Whoops. Let's find someone else. Do we know anyone who's streaming? Mm, hmm. Oh, wait, sorry, I forgot chat is closed. Ghost rated hairy ones. True. Are they live? Okay, you know what? Maybe today's not the day. Maybe I should just go to bed. Mm, just name 3 people. You know, it's fine. I see Melta is live. Let's raid him. Ta-da. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for stopping by. Yeah, I hope you all had a great time. I know I did. Tsuruka is kind. Well, thank you. You like your managers? I cannot be managed. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. I had a great time. I'm feeling kind of tired. But again, I had a little bit of a light day, but long stream, so that's all good. Yeah, a seller is right. I am just a cat. You are my underlings. Yeah. Despite what Ordi tells people, I'm not a cat. Yeah, that is why you don't get a vote in the catocracy. How to be your maid? Well, my room could use a vacuum, to be honest. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Bye bye. Timer is running out. See ya.